Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Libra. This will be a weekly general love reading for Libra. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a clearer, more concise picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. Now, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, etc. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best fits with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. Okay, guys? So if the reading resonates or if parts of the message resonate, then that's awesome. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and just leave the rest. So let's have a look and find out what's happening for Libra, for love, for this week. Very exciting. Genuinely can't believe we're in December already. It's absolutely madness. The Christmas holidays, the end of the year are creeping up very quickly, but I'm actually genuinely quite excited for the new year. It'd be good to see what 2022 has in store for everyone. It'll be very exciting. So let's have a look and see what's happening for Libra for love. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, Libra for love, please. Ooh, okay. Ten of Swords. Somebody could be finishing off a very unstable, potentially a long-term family home situation of sorts that's not necessarily been working out, that has been, I'm getting long overdue. So maybe somebody's closing out potentially a karmic cycle of sorts, potentially with a karmic partner, doesn't necessarily have to be. Yeah, that has been long overdue. Somebody is becoming single here with the Nine of Pentacles. They're giving off the illusion that everything seems to be fine, but actually they are going through a very difficult time and they're trying to become single. What you don't see, someone is trying to become self-sufficient after a difficult, tough time that they've been in. Okay, so we have the Empress, which is Taurus, Libra energy, and we have the Seven of Swords. So we have you here with the Empress energy. What else we got here for Libra? For love? Thank you. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's on the way back. Somebody may be finding out that someone had commitment issues, potentially to do with a long-term relationship. And so therefore someone may be leaving that or trying to leave that. Maybe they've not been emotionally able to leave something. Somebody's feeling very unbalanced as of right now. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And we have Gemini, Virgo and Scorpio energy here on the table. Okay. Yeah, look at that. King and Queen of Wands sitting next to each other, but there's a reversal here with the Page of Wands. So there could be a child in the mix to do with an unsettled family home that's not necessarily working out. That's been very unfulfilling. Maybe that's something that you do not see, or however this best resonates with you or your situation. What I'm feeling predominantly is that there's been a lot going on behind the scenes that may not necessarily have been so obvious to you or your person. However, this just flip the roles. Somebody's feeling very unbalanced as of right now. Potentially they're having a lot of financial issues that they're having to juggle. Potentially there could have been someone that they're dealing with who has stole money from them. And so therefore they are in scarcity when it comes to their finances. They are in lack. Potentially you could be absolutely fine here, sitting as this beautiful Empress energy. And your person who you're dealing with has been going most likely through a very difficult time with a third party, potentially giving off the impression that everything is fine when actually it really isn't. Potentially they could see you as very abundant and lots of blessings coming your way. My only caution of word of warning would be that if this person was to close off this cycle and come to you immediately, I would not kind of be too open to giving like your necessarily like financial resources and that type of thing, like material stuff, just in case, because this person could try to throw you off. It will definitely throw you off balance, especially if you're like being very genuine and generous as you are, wanting to help this person bring balance into their life, but then it may cause you to be unbalanced as well, potentially to a point where you may be then the person being in lack, rather than necessarily, you know, helping this person a little bit, so that they can kind of get back to their feet, as it were, but not to the point where you're overgiving, because you are a very genuine and generous person. You like to be able to share, and you kind of want other people to feel nurtured, and you want to look after them and take care of them. And that's what this beautiful Empress energy is all about. I'm not saying for you to not do any of that, but don't like deny yourself by sacrificing too much for this other person, because the indication that I'm getting is that potentially this person could become a little bit greedy and a bit childish, or they could be dealing with someone else. So if you are dealing with this person and they've got a third party with a baby mama, baby daddy, with children, long-term family or something along those lines, and you're giving to this particular person, they may be, you know, asking potentially for more from you than what they necessarily need, because then they could be potentially trying to give more to their child, or to pay off potentially someone else, a third party, to kind of leave them alone so that they can finish off this cycle in order to come forward towards you. And then you may not necessarily get all your money back, or all your time back, or energy or resources. You may end up feeling relatively drained. I mean, I know that's kind of, it's down to you, obviously, however you kind of best see fit with your own situation. I'm not going to sit in here and tell you kind of what you should do and shouldn't do. Obviously use your own discernment in relation to that, but I'm just kind of letting you know of what I'm feeling with what I'm seeing here as well, okay? This person may end up coming into your life bringing a few challenges, and I just feel like this is kind of like a word of warning that if they do come in and cause a little bit of turbulence in your life and unbalance you for one way or another, because they're insecure, or they haven't got the confidence they need as of right now, or they're not fully, I'm just getting the sense that potentially they may not be fully tapped into their own power or in their own potential as of right now, and so therefore maybe using you as a crutch. And I just want to kind of let you guys know that, just in case, like, you know, be careful about all that, okay? But obviously, as I said before, it's down to you with however you deal with this particular situation. But you and this person are most likely not having a deeper connection as of right now, because they are finishing off something else. Okay? Also, to let you know that this connection with this other person, who they're dealing with, a third party, everything seemed to kind of look great on paper, but and other people would see that they would be like the oh my days, I can't talk, perfect partnership, but they would not be. It's most likely a karmic partner, that they are not seeing eye to eye. You see how they've both got their backs towards each other, but even this partner is looking very closely at your person, and they've got their back to them. They're not interested in them whatsoever. Potentially the child that they both share could be not very interested in them as well. They could be quite upset with them potentially. But what I feel like someone wants to give you some sort of news to tell you that they have had a lot of difficulties in this other situation. I feel like they want to open up and say that they've gone through a separation, a breakup, a divorce even. This person who they've been dealing with has been very selfish, and your person has decided they don't want to put any more effort into this other connection because it's too much like hard work. They could have serious financial debt and issues that they're having to juggle as of right now. Potentially your person may have lended money to this karmic partner. Potentially they could have borrowed heavily from you. They may have borrowed money from you heavily, like quite a lot of money I'm picking up on. And so therefore they may have kept some of it aside to be able to help them out, and this third party potentially caught wind of it and stole some of it, and hasn't been very open and honest and said, you know, that they've actually got some of your money, and maybe you don't know that either. And so therefore your person may eventually find out that this karmic partner is keeping secret finances from them, and that they're unhandedly transferring money from your person's account, or even a joint account that they could potentially have had, into another separate different account in another bank of sorts. That's something really quite major I'm picking up on, but that could be something. But whoever is going through this situation of sorts, somebody's definitely been keeping up the appearance that they've been happy, that things have been well and good, but the two people, the love interest and the karmic partner, have very little in common with each other whatsoever. And most likely they stayed in a situation purely due to some sort of loyalty to do with a family member, most likely their child, rather than staying in a particular situation because they want to stay there. Yeah. This person is realizing that they've been used by this other person, and they've not been able to be transparent to you about what's been going on in their life because they didn't know necessarily themselves. Your person may not be in a position to have very much to offer you as of right now, because you wouldn't necessarily be the only one that they're dealing with if they are dealing with a karmic partner, which they most likely are dealing with. But this karmic partner, if this is something that resonates, is very much out to get whatever they can get from your person, from your love interest. Financially, materially, any which way that they can, to make them feel in lack, so that they don't have enough or feel like they're enough in order to be able to approach you, so that they are intimidated by the idea of approaching you. And this person has purposely tried to knock at your person's confidence and just stir up a load of trouble. And there's been a lot of hot and cold behaviour to do with this connection, and most likely lies. And I feel like your person is trying to do everything in good faith. I'm picking up on this kind of masculine energy here, trying to do everything in good faith by their child, potentially son, to move themselves forward, but they're feeling completely exhausted. They're feeling exhausted from the whole situation. They may have truly found out that this person they were dealing with, this karmic partner, didn't really ever love them, didn't truly love them. They may have had the child, the child could have potentially have been unplanned, potentially. Because of the King and the Queen of Wands together, upright, they're a very passionate, like active couple. They're very much on the same page, very independent, but then they one upright and one reversed. It's like there may have been infidelity in the mix, and potentially your person's karmic partner may have cheated on them with someone else and then kept that quiet by trying to as well. I'm picking up on a lot here, so obviously please take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. Yeah, someone's definitely feeling stuck as of right now. There's most likely been some sort of infidelity and your person's feeling quite heartbroken from this situation. They're needing to take a pause as of right now. Your person may be quite tempted to get like overly indulged with drink, with food, potentially drugs, doesn't necessarily have to be, anything like that where you can have like, or gambling even, where you could have those kind of types of addictions because they feel like they just can't get to where they want to be, so they feel like they could be potentially very tempted to indulge themselves in things of that nature, if you kind of catch what I'm saying, just to kind of get themselves out of a situation, just to kind of get some sort of pleasure out of their life as they go out of this situation or try to end the situation that has been very difficult on them. But you may not necessarily know very much about any of this, especially if they haven't communicated to you, which could be very difficult on your part because, you know, you feel like you could know quite a bit of what's going on, but I'm just getting this overall sense you may not know the whole story. Like there's some sort of misunderstanding. What's this magician about? I'm going to find out what this magician is for Libra. Magician for Libra. Why is that here, please? Look at that. Gemini. The Lovers in reverse. There's your energy here. Oh, it's not your energy. Sorry. Gosh. Wow. I just did the Virgo reading, but I did clear the energy and everything. So, yeah, potentially you have Virgo very strongly in your chart, or Gemini. But what I'm picking up on is that you may have had to keep yourself isolated and had some sort of time to yourself so that you could get an understanding of the bigger picture and try and gain some sort of clarity, especially if your person hadn't opened up and said to you that they had gone through a breakup or a separation or a divorce or a really difficult time with this other person. Like they may have been cheated on. Not treated very well. So my words just keep on wanting to get it mixed up. Yeah. Either that or your person, after a period of time of being confused and unsure about what to do for a situation, needed the time to be in separation from you and be isolated and have this kind of introspection on what makes them happy. Could be a Leo, so that eventually they could get themselves out of their head, but they have been very stressed and they've kept their feelings very hidden. There's been a lot of illusions and mystery to do with a connection. Look at that, keeping up the appearances that everything's great, but there's some sort of, I'm getting shattered dreams, so potentially your person may feel like they had all their dreams kind of shattered in this other situation, and they may have just not opened up to tell you about that, but they'll eventually get the courage to say that they've actually been very let down. Look at that. And that they actually regret being in this other situation, but they have been very hurt. But now they've gained clarity. They're getting their head out the clouds. Seeing the truth for what it is. And now they're emotionally walking away from the situation here with the Eight of Cups, because they're having to set boundaries with this third party. And they're going to communicate to you the truth, because you'll have a lot of questions, no doubt, about what's been going on with this person, and They may have even ghosted you or abandoned the connection with you and thought the grass was greener in this other situation by staying there, and then that wasn't true at all. But they want to let you know that this person, they want to let you know that their heart is no longer in it by being in this other situation, and they do not trust this other person. They want to tell you that they want a new start with you. They want a new start with you, and they're trying to get themselves out of a rut here. Could be dealing with the Taurus. They're going to let you know that they entered this other relationship or situationship or whatever for practical reasons, especially if they ended up having a child together that could have potentially have been an unwanted pregnancy. Yeah, look at that Tower moment. Something very shocking is going to come to light. Somebody's been really holding on to a particular situation. I feel like all of their feelings that they've been holding back from you are just going to be on the verge of exploding so that they can tell you what's been going on. They've been keeping everything a secret. They've been keeping everything a secret, but they are very concerned about their finances as of right now. I feel like also, not to take it personally, that they're actually potentially more concerned about their finances in their material world and finishing this off. They're more concerned about that rather than stressing too much about the connection with you. I feel like you're like this kind of safe haven for this person. Like they haven't necessarily got to worry or doubt too much about the connection with you and what you two have. Like they feel kind of safe and secure and knowing that you're there, and you're actively working on you, sorting whatever it is that you want for yourself, while this person's kind of in the background, kind of getting on with what they need to. But I'm just getting this overall sense that they're not too stressed, like they haven't got to worry necessarily too much about that you and them are not going to be okay, but they're holding on to you very tightly. Yeah, they've had this, most likely an epiphany or a spiritual awakening. Potentially they went through the dark night of the soul and realised that this other situation was of no real... It wasn't giving them the fulfillment. Like it obviously had its place and the reason it had it, but it was potentially just karmic justice. Look at that. It was just potentially karmic debt that they had to clear up, that they hadn't finished off yet. And so then we've got divine intervention coming in here saying, it's about time you close this off now, because you're no longer meant to be in this situation. So here's the cold-hearted truth of knowing that you've been done wrong, most likely. So what are you going to do about it? But potentially as well, you're going to find out this truth. You're going to find out this truth, why this person hasn't been on the same page as you, why they haven't told you anything, but you will eventually get this breakthrough because they desire to be with you. You're going to find out that they have the strong desire to be with you, but they've kept their feelings secret. But they won't keep them secret much longer, if that's something that's also resonating. Yeah, look at that, because they love you here with the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. They want to come forward towards you and sweep you off your feet, but they know that they can't do that as of right now because they potentially have other people kind of watching them. But they don't want to live a lie anymore by staying in this other situation, and they know that they have to get out of what they need to get out of to come forward towards you. But there is a bit of hesitation as of right now, so because they have to close off something before they can have the new beginning here with you, with the full energy, with the Aries energy. Why is the Empress here? Unfortunately, the rose-tinted glasses have fallen off of this person's face, and now they see everything. Here's the truth. In the cold heart of day, the truth that this person was resistant to change by staying in a situation, and then realised that when all of this drama and what have you came out, and one thing that just seemed to happen, like one setback after another, they realised that they couldn't stay there anymore. And so therefore they needed to end, because they were just deluding themselves by staying in this other situation, that they weren't meant to kind of be there anymore. And then they're following their intuition in knowing, okay, I know that I'm not meant to be here anymore, and I need to trust myself that I know that I'm doing the right thing for myself, but also for my child and for you as well, for potentially your, you know, the future love between the two of you. Why is the Empress here for Libra? Wow. Is that straight out? Yeah, look at this. Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Wands. All this person wants to do is rush in to have a deeper commitment with you and to have something. Potentially you may have everything. You may have everything yourself. You may be very happy. You may be single. If not, you may be most likely single. And you have your own place. You have your finances. You may even have a, you know, a business. Things are moving fast. Things are moving well for you. And you may feel like, well, I have everything else, but I'm not feeling as emotionally fulfilled potentially because I haven't maybe got love in my life, or the person that I'm in love with or I know loves me is coming out of a difficult cycle in their situation that they've been really hurt, and potentially you're just like just trying to juggle your life the best way that you can. And it's not to say that you're going to be just waiting for this person, but I just feel like there's a sense of disappointment. And you may be a little bit frustrated that, you know, this could be all playing out the way that it is, that there is too many other people involved kind of meddling in, I'm getting. What else here for this Empress? So you may be hiding your kind of unhappiness, as it were, like on the outside everything looks great, but potentially, yeah, you're burdened because you want true love in your life. And you're trying to let go of the burdens of that kind of feeling of like, well, I feel like I've got everything else, and that's why you're so willing to kind of be there to help with this other person, but then other people, this other person hasn't come forward towards you to express their love, and that's what you want. Yeah, this is what you want. I just feel like you may be a little bit frustrated. Feel like, oh, you've got everything you want, but there's something that's missing. And your feelings are growing for this person like by the day. And you know what you want. And you will get it. You will. You will get it. I just feel the call to pull one more for this Empress. Because we see how these 10 here, 10 here, 10 here. So major completion of cycles are coming in. Things won't last too much longer. Like, I'm figuring the drama won't last too much longer. Yeah, you're not going to feel left out for much longer here with the Five of Cups. I know you've been feeling relatively heartbroken. Yeah, you may have been very much up in your head, confused because you've been hurt before. Yeah, not sure about whether this person is going to be coming back around properly, or if they do come back around, are they going to be without the ex? Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Potentially you could be more concerned about your finances as of right now, your material world, especially if they're still, your person could be dealing with this other unhealthy karmic partner of sorts. But anyway, guys, let's look into the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards. There's a lot going on here. So obviously, please just take what you feel resonates and kind of leave the rest, as it were. You both eventually will be able to kind of offload the stress from this other situation. I feel like it's not going to go on for too much longer, because you just don't want any drama. But this other person's really trying to stir up drama, like this third party. This third party could potentially be like, you know, have a bit of a chip on their shoulder, trying to prevent your person from moving forward. They're clinging on to them. But your person's needing to try to get their strength back in order to come forward towards you. It's too much. Yeah, look at that. In time cycles. Time to heal, progress needs time. And look at that, self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal. You just need to keep on focusing on you, and in time everything will work itself out. And your person, you know, you see how this lady is sitting here. It's very similar to how this Empress is sitting. So I feel like you just keep on focusing on you, and everything will eventually kind of fix itself, and you'll eventually get your truth. That they have finished this other situation, that this other relationship that they've been dealing with is over. So I feel like it's just best for you to kind of do you and work on your own stability and your security as of right now. Look at that. And just continue growing that. What's going on for Libra? Healthy choices, yeah, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-care and self-love, being happier. So you're focusing on yourself doing that, and your person's also doing the same. And when they're doing that as well, they're transcending the obstacles from this old situation, preparing for a union with you, to reunite with you. And they're learning from this whole experience, and they're realising that they want something brand new with you. They've made that decision that that's what they want. Yeah, look at that, coffee cup. They want to come forward towards you. They want to feel uplifted. They know that you make them feel better. They want to end this old situation, this old cycle between the two of you where there's been this third party kind of mess. So that eventually they can say, look, I've finished that situation. I want to come forward towards you. I want you and I to see what we can do about our next steps to do with our future. And I'm going to continue healing my heart from this situation that I've been in, freedom from a toxic relationship or addiction. And that's what they want to tell you, that's what they're doing, so that they are in a better place to be emotionally available to you, and so that there isn't a third party anymore kind of getting in the way, as it were. Yeah, look, they want to transform themselves. Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. They want to move on forward out of that. Potentially they may have not felt enough for you and they stayed in another situation, but all they want to do is be near you, I'm getting. Just to be near you. What's this, what's going on here for Libra, for the romance angels? What can you please tell us? Just seen 33:44 on the clock, so you could be seeing those numbers. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So yes, they definitely have a lot of passion for you and you have it for them. Yeah, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. I'm also picking up on that potentially you may have held back your energy, and by doing that, focusing on you, it's only attracting them to come forward towards you to make the effort and to close off this old cycle, because there's the attraction. Look at that. The attraction is there for you. By you retreating away from this person, just letting them get on with what they need to get on with to close out in their life, is making you even more attractive. And they just want to be near you as in now, but they know that they've got to finish off something, as it were. They want you and them to go away together and have something special. You know, maybe a holiday I'm picking up. Just some time, even if like the two of you. Look at that, heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life. Yeah, this person is going through it right now with their finances, as we kind of got the gist of that earlier, and they're going to be very open with you when they express their love, that they want to make the effort for your connection, but they may even ask for you to kind of wait a little bit for them, potentially, so that they can meet up on your level, so that they're not codependent on you, especially if you're sitting as this Empress energy with this kind of Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, you know? Yeah, they will express their love. I'll take one more. Yeah, felt it. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Yeah, they feel like connected to you. They feel tied to you. They know that they can't get to know you as of right now because they're dealing with something else, most likely. So let's close out this reading with the Soul Journey Oracle cards and see what's going on here. So obviously please take what you fit resonates and leave the rest. So what's going on for Libra, please? Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for love for this week. What's going on for love? What do they need to know? Oh, straight out. Yeah, worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. You may be worrying, or your person is worried. We have adversity here. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn, and then look, growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So your person is worrying a lot about their situation as of right now. I don't feel like they're worried too much about your connection. Maybe they feel like they should be worried, but they kind of are and they kind of aren't at the same time. It's kind of weird, but they are worried and they aren't worried. Because obviously you sitting here potentially as this Empress, you know, you're going to have a lot of options. There are going to be a lot of people going to be attracted to you who aren't just going to be this person closing off this other cycle, regardless of what type of connection that you have with them, or you feel like you have with them. There are going to be other people gravitating towards you because you're like a magnet. You're like a magnet, basically. Take one more, two more. Surrender. I can release my need to control, and beautiful. We have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Now we had that growth card at the bottom of the deck, and we got discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So you're just surrendering to this whole thing, letting go of all the worries, and then you're having more abundant changes coming in for you because you're disciplining yourself. And this person is needing to surrender, let go of this other connection and the worry in order to change their life so that they can be more disciplined to then approach you so that you and them can have something potentially long-term together at some point as well. Okay, so anyway guys, that is the end of the reading. I hope that the reading resonated, or parts of it resonated with you. If you did enjoy the reading, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it. And I will reply back to the comments if you do leave us one. Also as well, if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you all. I hope that you have a very good week and we'll speak to you again soon. So please take care. Thank you. Bye for now.